Alright, so here we go. We got the Well of Radiance, Healing Rift, Balance Glide this time instead of Burst, Celestial Fire, and the reason for that is because our exotic armor of choice, Necrotic Grip, it lets it go farther and trigger that poison from farther away. Incinerator's great for up close, but this is even better for distance. Healing Grenade, because this build does lack healing, so this is a great little get out of dodge. Icarus Dash for movement. Touch of Flame just to give the Healing Grenade better effects. And now for fragments down here, we have Ember of Solace, Ember of Singeing, Ember of Torches, and Ember of Searing. I'm going to have this all down in the dim link below, just so y'all can copy it if you want to. Our exotic weapon of choice is Touch of Malice, as the viewer requested. I have the Catalyst, not entirely needed, but essentially infinite ammo drains your health, and precision hits build up stacks to launch a darkness debuff / Captain Darkness Blast. It's interesting, but get a kill with it, it triggers Necrotic Grip, so it does have some great synergy. For the mods here, on the helmet, we are doing Dynamo, Kinetic Siphon, and Kinetic Targeting. For the gauntlets, we are doing Impact Induction and 2 Focusing Strikes because melee is a huge part of this build, especially with the artifact. For the chest, as usual, whatever resistance mods are needed. For the boots here, we are running a Better Already, Invigoration, and 1 Kinetic Surge. And lastly, on the bond, we are doing 2 Outreach and 1 Time Dilation. For distribution, you always want 100 resilience, and then everything after that is how you want to do it. I would suggest doing recovery just because your healing rift can keep up with Touch of Malice, so that is important. And lastly, there is only really, I want to say like 3 mods that matter. Solo Operative, From Whence You Came, this one right here, Revitalizing Blast, which I didn't even have on, and I'm stupid now that I'm thinking about it. I should have so been using this. I didn't even think about it, but I just thought about it literally right now. So yeah, that's definitely important. Also, in case y'all didn't notice, the emblem, yeah, your boy got the solo flawless. Look at that. Finally did it thanks to y'all help. I appreciate y'all so very much. The only thing is, when I didn't, it didn't get pop. So I got really upset and just got off. I love how it's not loading. But yeah, I just got off and I was like, okay, well, I messed up somewhere. And then I log in today, not planning on even doing this. I was just going to wait till later. And it popped. So I thought I would show you that there it is. Pirate ship achieved. Grasp is officially done. Yeah. All right. So here we go. This is the big moment of truth about Touch of Malice and Necrotic Grips. Now, here's the crazy part I found out through the whole thing. It's really overpowered. Like, I'm going to do a lot of cuts here just because ads cannot stand up in any way to this build. God. Thank you for recommending this. This was the easiest challenge I've had yet for only a primary. Like, it was literally a cakewalk. Nothing stood a chance. The wizards, the knights, nothing. They just all melted and disappeared. So I'm just going to do a lot of little cuts here just so you can get a general idea. Keep like the first one through of a boss damage phase, and then just skip to the end where we beat him, because it is just so simple. So here we go. We're going through. I always take the right path because not only do you have 2 sections to cover from the ogre, but also once they start shooting him up there with the vandals, he doesn't care about you. Look, see what I mean? I didn't even have to like shatter a stasis crystal or anything, just bam, they're dead. This is the easiest build in the world, especially in here. You get your super back really fast with that final shot of Necrotic Grip because you're doing damage, giving them poison tick damage when you proc Necrotic Grips themselves, and you're taking damage, so your super just fills up crazily fast even without getting these orbs, so this would be good in almost any dungeon, I think. But just, yeah, look, I mean, he's dead. And who says scout rifles aren't good? Seriously, whoever recommended this, I put you in the video earlier. I don't want to butcher your name. It's probably really simple, but thank you for this. I put you in the video too, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we're just going through, grabbing this. There's not a whole lot to say about this. It is just a cakewalk. Like, genuinely, and I didn't even have the artifact mod on, and I'm going to point it out earlier. where solar abilities debuff the target for a short time, that would have even made this, like, easier. Probably would have taken one phase off of both bosses, because both of them survived with a sliver of health. But, yeah. So just get them, come back through, and then, as usual, I'm going to go up to the right for damage, because it's kind of the safest spot when you're solo. Just pop a well right here, and then you're out of the way. The best rotation for this, and I mess it up a few times because I'm not thinking about it, but to optimize this, would be have the last bullet in the chamber already procced, and have the charge with Blight already procced, so that way when you start the damage phase, you can just hit it with the Blight, and then immediately have those high-powered shots, and not have to go through the regular ammo, and you actually waste a little bit of damage there. And I played around in this walkthrough with, like, what's the best combination of primary shots versus Blight shots, and, like, any combination of that. And it comes out really close, but it just felt the best to hit them with the Blight and then just keep going, and then hit them with the Blight and just keep cycling that over and over again. Probably not the best, but it felt the best, so that's what I wound up doing. Except for the final boss, which I messed up on again, but it's fine. And yeah, like, you can just chill in your well and everything dies. Look at that. Just, there you go. Dead. The only thing that is a little annoying about this is if you go through and you hit them with that Blight, but you don't kill them, they're kind of suppressed and blinded at the same time, and they'll walk away from you. So there was a few circumstances where I was a little annoyed because they, like, walked way out of the room, and I was like, okay, where did they go? And I almost died to the engram timer, but it was a cakewalk. At the end of the day, it was. I mean, he didn't stand a chance to this. I just stood there and just held the fire button and didn't think, and he died. I don't know what else to say. This was the easiest thing I ever had to do for this challenge. Like, nothing is going to be as easy as this. I don't know what would even come close to this, honestly. It has range, it has damage over time, it has great single target damage, the healing's not bad when you get kills with touch. But here we go. We are in the Sparrow race, and I have looked over all the comments from the previous videos. I've been trying to react to every one of you and say thank you for watching and everything. And great segue, please like and subscribe. It really helps me out, and it's making me want to do these more and more. I have a lot to learn yet, but I'm really trying for y'all, and I really thank y'all for everything you do. But going back to the video, y'all had some great tips. Y'all really knew where to go and what to do, especially with that last time extender on the end. That one right there, never saw it, never noticed it, and I try not to do, like, a step-by-step walkthrough and follow it verbatim most of the time myself. I like trying to figure things out. I would have never found that one without y'all, so thank you. And there was someone in the comments of the previous video that said pull back on the stick. Genius. You, sir, gold star. But we did it. That was it right there. We did it. That... I literally stood here for like a solid 15 minutes with my heart pounding. Just that right there. I just did that for like 15 minutes. I couldn't believe it. Y'all are amazing, and I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for that. Oh my god, I'm going to listen to y'all on almost everything now. But, look, there, it's just dead. There's nothing here. I'm just going to skip ahead to where the first little servitor is. He's pretty easy to find. This is an all ads encounter. I'm just going to go through one again so y'all can see. It's basically just melee one guy, walk around, pick up the engrams, deposit them, cycle, repeat, kill the servitor, and you're done. There is nothing here in this dungeon that stood up at all to Touch of Malice, and it was really refreshing. I don't know, man. It's just, why is this so strong? But I guess now while there's a little dead time, I can go over and talk about how I was really let down because I did this and it never popped the flawless, like, challenge. The little thing that it pops up and says, you did it, the triumph, never popped, and I was really upset, and I genuinely thought, like, I messed up somewhere, or it's like, maybe I lagged in and out for a little bit because I did have a little bit of contacting destinies. I thought I got robbed. Like, server issues. It's whatever. So I got off, and then today when I went to edit this video, I had to log in to get a few little snippets here and there for, like, the thumbnail and whatnot. And it popped. And I was like, what? Okay, I'm not recording, so this looks really stupid. But hey, you know what? I went and I got the emblem now because of y'all. Thank you. Thank you for everything. And here we are at the final boss already. Like, this video is so quick. I don't want to bore y'all by having like an hour of me just shooting touch and killing ads. Like the little part where you go around and you kill the wizards and flip the thing, or you do the little jumping puzzle back and forth with the thrall. None of that stood a chance. Everything dies in one bullet, and if it doesn't, it's a knight and that dies in like 6. So yeah. The things I would say if you're going to do this for yourself in the final boss fight, though, are, first of all, don't worry about the yellow bar vandal that hangs out in the middle. Literally not a problem. I actually wind up putting 2 arc resists on, though, because he will shoot you a lot more than the boss, and the dregs will shoot you a lot more than the boss, but they are not... It's not bad, but I definitely just put it on to be safe. The problem is the little matey, the little shank. So I don't like using the cannon that the Vandal drops to damage him because I feel like that's cheating in this scenario because we're only using this weapon. So if you put your well down, and I even forget to use it here for the whole way through until the end, but just blast him down. I mean, look, he melts. I miss a lot because of recoil, but... man, it just melts him down, and then you peek out and take him out. You don't have to take the other Vandal down. So it's just the Shank and the Vandal with the Scorch Cannon. I don't even know what the name of that other one is. I didn't even pay attention to him in this one. Pretty easy, I'd say, overall, aside from that. The biggest thing here I was worried about, though, and it almost happened to me twice. I went to go in and the captain teleported into me, like... Avarice went right up in my face, and I don't even know if I'm going to put it in here because it's not that crazy of a thing, but I almost fell off the edge, but it wasn't anything to be like, oh my god, over. Yeah, see, here I am switching over my damage resist from the ogre because, big brain, big smooth brain here. Just going to do one little rotation for y'all so y'all can see the... engrams here on the right side are a little bugged right here. I don't know why. I was having trouble picking them up until they like stopped moving. The other ones can fall on your head and you'll just get them. But here they kind of just like fall through you and you have to wait. Like, see, like, I don't know. That one's just weird. These aren't really a problem. They just pick right up, and so do the rest. Just something to keep an eye out for. If you're running, sometimes those can put you back. And look at that. 1 melee, they all die. Now sadly here I only get 19, so it throws the math off a little bit. I'm going to show you the first damage phase also that was scuffed, because I did it from the middle. I lost math because of this 19 and I wound up picking up way too many. And then on top of it, I dropped the Scorch Cannon directly where I was doing the damage, so instead of being able to use the Blight from touch to do bonus damage, I kept picking up the cannon and it was not a good time. See, like right there, I still have 8, so I have to do it from the middle. And then for some reason I popped my well here, and now I have a Scorch Cannon directly on me, and I didn't walk forward because I'm a big dum-dum. See, like, I just scuffed this whole thing, and I still have Revitalizing Blast on to debuff the boss. It was just... yeah, it wasn't great. But the funny thing about it is, it still did solid damage. Look at that. Look at that. No debuff, completely scuffed the first half of it, and still just ate him up. Now here is the actual good run I got. I always like to do it up here to the left. It's pretty safe from the ads. As long as you don't go too close to him, he won't stop you, and he'll stay right here on the ledge for you. And this is, I think, like a really good rotation right here, keeping the blight debuff up, and it adds, you know, like almost, what, 4k per shot? So what, 76 to 11.4? Yeah, so you're getting really solid damage out of that buff, so I try to keep it up, and his health bar just goes down. It's almost the same time as a well, too, so it's perfectly timed. But look at that, just melted him. And here is the final little rotation. See, if I would have had the debuff, I wouldn't have had to do this last little bit. That's what I'm talking about. He has that sliver of health, but it is what it is. Get in there. I get worried that I'm not going to do it for some reason, so I still wind up blighting him. But other than that, it's pretty much a cakewalk, and you're never going to have any trouble. Like, this is something I would... If you're going to do this, you can 100% do this with ease, and I would recommend this. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.